Hey guys, welcome to one of the fastest growing sports YouTube channels out there, Golden Blue Dude. And it's official, Oklahoma and Texas are headed to the SEC. They have officially been voted in. So today I wanted to explain this new look SEC and how it's going to work. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. That's what I do, guys. Hey, guys, don't forget to check out my good friends at TriStateWoodSketch.com. They have a lot of shapes and sizes you can choose from, so I'm sure you'll find something you like. All you have to do is send them your picture that you want on that piece of wood, and he'll make it happen. Right now, he's running a great sale. If you go over to TriStateWoodSketch.com and mention that Golden Blue Dude sent you, he'll give you buy one, get one free. So it is official. Oklahoma and Texas have been voted into the SEC. That's a done deal. So now let's talk about where they go from here, the SEC. Well, the SEC network is reporting that the SEC is going to the pod system. So that's what I'm going to explain today. There's going to be 4 pods. In Pod A, it's going to be Florida, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Georgia. In Pod B, Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. Pod C, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M. And Pod D, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Missouri. Now, in my opinion, some teams got screwed in this scenario, and some teams benefited in this scenario. So the 2 teams that got absolutely screwed were Tennessee and Vanderbilt. They are in the same pod division as Alabama and Auburn. They are not getting out of that division anytime soon. Teams that benefited, well, first Alabama and then Texas A&M. I think the pods that they were assigned to benefited these 2 teams greatly. So the 2 least competitive pods, in my opinion, will be Pod B, that has Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. Maybe Alabama and Auburn will be competitive, but Tennessee and Vanderbilt will never be competitive. And then Pod A. So Florida, Georgia, yeah, they'll be competitive with each other, but Kentucky and South Carolina, I'm not sure about that. So that means the most competitive would be Pod C. I mean, you have LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. That's going to be super competitive. And then Pod D, where you have Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Missouri. So those 2 will be the best pods in my opinion. Now, one of the reasons they went to the pod system was to preserve rivalries. So the rivalries that were preserved, Alabama, Auburn, the Iron Bowl, that's a big one. Georgia, Florida, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. That's a big one. The Egg Bowl, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. That's not a bad rivalry. And then, of course, the Red River Shootout, Texas and Oklahoma. That's a big one to keep intact as well. So here's how the scheduling is going to work. 9 conference games, 3 non-conference games. You'll have 3 division games, so you're playing all 3 of the teams within your pod division. Then the 6 remaining conference games will be 2 teams from every other pod division. So that means you are guaranteed to play every team outside of your division every 2 years and hosting that team. And check out some of these dream matches that we are guaranteed to see at least every 2 years. Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Texas A&M and Texas, Texas and Georgia, Oklahoma and Texas A&M. I think that's a better deal than what's going on right now, actually. I think this is a good setup. I don't know what to say to Tennessee and Vanderbilt fans. You guys are screwed. But the SEC was definitely looking out for Alabama and Texas A&M. I will say that. You can't really blame them either. I mean, those are your big dogs right now. And I do like the fact that they preserved the Red River Shootout. That's a good move by the SEC. So there's your quick overlook at how the new SEC is going to look. Let me know what y'all think of this new look SEC. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.